Bringing both campaigns now. Minneapolis Mayor R.T. Rybak is the vice chairman of the DNC, and Rush Schrieffer is a senior advisor to the Romney campaign. I want to start with the mayor there in Minneapolis. Good morning, sir, and thank you for your time.
Good morning.
Was it the duress?
Look, nobody pressures Joe Biden into being Joe Biden. People could argue about him interrupting too often. People argued about Romney interrupting too much in their debates. Let's call that a draw. Let's go to the real core facts here. Joe Biden did what Joe Biden does. He looked in the camera, he told people the truth with a bunch of straight talk. Paul Ryan talked about hating a stimulus program and concedes that he tried to get the money from it. Doesn't like the security in Benghazi, but wound up cutting a whole bunch from it. Gets in a debate with his own running mate about abortion, who's in a debate with himself about abortion. So I think when you really look at this, Joe Biden clearly won the debate, and I think what's important is the American people know they can trust Joe Biden, and they pretty clearly see that Paul Ryan's not ready.
I appreciate that comment, but you know what everybody's talking about today. They're talking about the nonverbals and the laughter that made a lot of folks uncomfortable at times. Would you have liked to have seen Joe Biden smile less?
Have you ever seen Joe Biden? I mean, Joe Biden is a one-of-a-kind
I've known
guy.
Joe Biden for many, many years, sir.
Right. And I think that's a great thing. I mean, Joe Biden is exactly who and what he is. You know, a lot of people in politics are freeze-dried and poll-tested. That's not Joe Biden. Joe Biden is a guy from Scranton who has been a single dad who raised his kids and has a huge heart. And more important,
I understand that, but the question was, would you have liked to have seen your guy smile less and perhaps control the laughter at moments that some consider was not acceptable?
Well, again, I'd like to see Joe Biden be Joe Biden. And I also love the fact that Joe Biden happens to be in command of the facts. Joe Biden's been to Afghanistan many, many times. Paul Ryan seems to be reading off a note card on it, and that should scare the heck out of people who heard him commit us to trying to have American troops do what the Afghans should do. Paul Ryan is a person who I respect for having a very detailed, in his mind, budget, but he sure hasn't told us anything about it, and he didn't do anything to dispel the pretty clear notion that he's one of the most extreme members of Congress. So let's talk about what happened in the debate.
Let me just ask you it a different way here, if I can. Would you have liked to have seen, because I know clearly you stand by Joe Biden's performance last night. That's plain and that's clear to see.
That's good.
Do you want to see President Obama be a little more like Joe Biden?
President Obama and Joe Biden are partners who are very, very different people. And I think that's one of the good things the American people get. They get both of them for what they are. They get a president who has a very different style than Joe Biden, and that's one of the reasons why I think they're good partners.
R.T. Rybak, thank you, sir. Mr. Mayor, good to have you on today. You bet. I want to hear from the other side right now. Rush Schrieffer, senior advisor of the Romney team. And, sir, good morning to you, and welcome back here to America's Newsroom. You just heard the other side. What do you think of that?
Well, I think that the mayor